good one, right? It's a good one.
This is a first for me, but that beef is fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey friends, Greg Hudson here with another edition of America's Best Restaurants. We're hanging out today in Cornelius, North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. And we're here to find out what happens when a DJ and entertainment guru teams up with someone who has years of experience in Pan-Asian cuisine. Well, you get a place where all the cool kids go. So let's go grab a bite inside Cool Fish. Pretty cool. You got to be Chef Thomas.
Hey, bud, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Good to see you. They said look for the guy with a backwards hat that's very handsome.
That'd be me. That'd be me. Guilty as charged.
You guys got a nice little vibe going here, brother.
Yeah, man. We definitely are very happy with what we have here, and let me start you off with a little bit of our sushi here today, bud.
See, and that is what I read about, man. You go online, this is the first thing you see pictures of.
Yeah.
You guys have like some of the most Instagrammable sushi
thank you,
on the planet. That's a piece of art.
Yeah.
That is work. We got some chopsticks back there for you, brother. Sure. We grabbed some of those, but listen, man, this is what I'm talking about. You wouldn't expect a vibe and an energy like this in Cornelius, North Carolina, let alone sushi that looks like this. So talk me through this, Chef. What's on this?
Yeah, so this is our tiger roll. It's one of our most popular rolls. On the inside, we have spicy tuna that we make in-house. And then on the outside, we showcase 4 different types of fish.
Oh, boy.
We've got Maguro tuna, white tuna, hamachi, which is yellowtail, and fresh salmon. We roll those on top, form it, and then we have our trio of sauces. We have a spicy wasabi sauce, a spicy mayo, and then our eel sauce. So it's a combination of heat and sweet.
Man, you guys like swing for the fences on everything here.
Oh yeah, we try.
What I'm noticing too is you look at this, you guys aren't skipping on that filling when it comes to that tuna on the inside either. Oh my goodness, here we go. Barely got it. Barely got it, but I got it. That's gonna look, man, don't at me in the comments. I know, all right? This is super fresh, Chef.
Thank you, sir, thank you.
Those sauce trios.
Absolutely.
What were those again?
So we've got a spicy wasabi sauce, a spicy mayo, and then an eel sauce. And the eel sauce is where you get the sweetness, and then the heat is from the other one. So it's a kind of sweet and heat, as I like to call it.
You know what else I really love about this?
What's that, bud?
A, you don't skimp on the fish.
No.
You are not skimping on that fish, but also whatever you guys are doing with that rice, you are preparing this rice the right way.
Yes.
Sushi rice is a whole lot different than every other rice when you're trying to prepare it, right?
Absolutely. I myself apprenticed for 6 months just making rice. So it's a big deal for me to get this right.
That's like kind of like what they do in Japan, where you have to just work on the rice for like up to a year before they even let you touch the rest of the sushi.
That's right, man.
And that's what this reminds me of,
Thanks,
man.
bud.
I can't stop eating this.
Don't fill up though. I got another one for you here. You got to try.
You have another roll?
I got another roll. This guy. So this is this is our cowboy bebop. And you go to places and they have surf and turf. Well, this is our answer to surf and turf. This is American Wagyu beef. This is I mean, we could eat this beef rare and it's just delicious. It's super buttery. And that's on the outside with a little bit of crispy shallots and smoked salt. On the inside, we've got avocado and we tempura fried shrimp, and this is dressed with our eel sauce. And we, after this is prepared, we then torch the top of this Wagyu. So it's about a rare to mid-rare cook on that. But
beautiful.
Yeah,
Wagyu beef on top of
Yes, sir.
I don't know about anybody else, but listening to Chef describe sushi, like I feel like he's talking dirty to me a little bit. Like it's like dirt. I mean, it's so. Man, I can envision everything that you're saying.
Absolutely, bud.
Wagyu beef on top.
Wagyu beef on top, man. Generous portions of everything, and
there we go.
We don't want you to leave here hungry.
I don't think that's going to happen today.
a good one, right? It's a good one.
This is a first for me, but that beef is fantastic.
Yeah.
I can tell you.
Yeah, well, and I really like this roll because it's even though there's a lot going on, it's a great beginner roll for somebody who's not that familiar with sushi and has never liked it before.
You know what? That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because if they see there's some Wagyu beef on there, they're like, oh, I can deal with that. And tempura shrimp they're used to.
That's it.
It's a great entry level. You know what the sleeper is in this roll?
What's
man?
that, buddy?
That crispy shallot.
The crispy shallot's where it's at, man. That makes that roll.
It does.
Yep. Absolutely.
That sweetness and that crunch from that shallot, brother.
Yeah.
Brother,
well, and we could cut corners and just get French's onions in here, but we don't do that.
I'm so glad
we have our chef Josh takes pride in that, and he fries those in the wok and makes them perfect.
I'm gonna get in there. You see that Wagyu beef right on top. See that crispy shallot on top? That is what I'm talking about. It's a crunch and the sweetness of that, brother. All right, I got one more bite. We just walked in the door. I gotta slow it down here.
So obviously,
yes, sir.
we are not your typical sushi joint. We have sushi and shareables and many other things from the kitchen. But I'd be remiss if I didn't send you guys over to Alex to talk about our craft cocktail program. If you're thirsty, obviously if you're hungry, you know where to come. But if you're thirsty, you definitely don't want to miss stopping by.
I think a cocktail would go absolutely perfect with this, my friend. Chef, you got me to a hot start right off the bat, brother. Thank you so much.
You got it, brother. Thank you.
All right, so this is Alex, the owner of Cool Fish, and this is cool. I mean, this place is the epitome of cool in town. We just tried some of that sushi, man. What a spot.
I'm glad you like it.
Now, this is a first for me at ABR. I've never done a segment where we feature the entire segment strictly on cocktails, man. But you got such a program here that we had to do that, right?
We do. It's an important part of our concept. We really went for kind of an adult-oriented concept here. You can see how large the bar and the cocktail program is. We've got a lot of craft beers that we rotate in. A lot of cool things I can tell you about with the wine. But specifically on the cocktail side, we worked with a very good friend named Bob Peters. He's a celebrity mixologist that resides in Charlotte.
Before.
You might have seen him in some magazines or some food shows, but he did such an amazing job getting us set up with this cocktail program. Every step of the way, we do fresh juices everywhere we can. We make our syrups every day.
Man.
Bob would say fresh ingredients is the magic. Quality spirits, it's sort of a curated selection here.
Right.
And it's the experience that I want to have. That was part of why we did this.
I like
here.
that you think that way. And let me tell you something. When somebody like this brings in a specialist to do their cocktail program like that, man, that is how you know what they're doing is serious. Again, making their own syrup. And that's the thing, because when you see a guy like this bringing in an expert like Bob Peters to put his cocktail program together, man, you know that they're serious about it. Like you said, those fresh syrups that you got going on, everything top to bottom, super fresh. Oh, we're gonna start with one right now.
There's a straw if you like. This is our mic drop margarita, Bob Peters' creation. This one has actually we introduced it about a year ago. This one has been really great for us because we find ourselves with the amount of business we get in the summertime. It's harder and harder to get all the customers served. So with this one in particular, and because of the habanero syrup that we make, we decided to batch it. And what that means is we get special permission from ABC to create our own batch. We put in a sixtel like to serve beer in. And it actually, the sixtel lives in our walk-in. There's a pump system back there. It keeps pumping it every 20 minutes to keep it mixed thoroughly. And we're able to just pull. We prep the glasses. We're able to pull and serve these fresh every day.
But it's still super fresh, has all the fresh ingredients.
Yes.
But you're able to do it from
Yes.
Man, you're living in the future.
Really cool.
You're like, he's living in 2047 right now. Well, let's get to it, man. I do like spice. So should I just go ahead and maybe get some of that?
Let me tell you a little bit
tahini
of what you might be in for. So the syrup here, it's a habanero syrup, a little bit of sweetness. There's some prosecco in here that we top the drink with. A little bit of citrus, some lime juice, and it's Lunazul Reposado tequila.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
So I think I know the answer to this, Alex, but why the mic drop margarita?
Oh, Mic Drop is just a little bit on brand with what we do here at Cool Fish. A big component of this business is the added value that our DJs bring every night to dinner, 7 days a week. We've got a DJ spinning from 6 to 10. Sometimes on the weekends, we do late night sets as well until 2.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, so the Mic Drop just kind of seemed like the right choice.
And by the way, sometimes it's this guy behind the DJ booth as well. Let's be honest.
When I have time.
And the handle happens to be a microphone too. That's so clever.
Yeah, we just, we take our business and our food seriously here, but, we like to have a little bit of fun. We want people to know that we don't take life too seriously. It's a casual vibe. It's a casual atmosphere. It's a casual culture here at Cool Fish. We just want to have fun with food, music, some drinks, craft beers. It's that's what we're hanging our hat on. It's all part of the community. This
is really good, man. There's just a little kick to it. I mean, if you even are okay with a little bit of spice, you're going to be fine. Not overly spicy, very delicious. Well, what else are we going to be trying today, man?
So next up, I'm going to show you one of our most popular drinks. It's a traditional old fashioned. What we do with our old fashioned here is we just believe in keeping it simple. Instead of your normal simple syrup or sugar cube that people use typically, we actually make a rich syrup. It just means the ratio's flipped around a little bit. We're using like turbinado sugar. It gives you a nice flavor that marries with the bourbons. It's a simple recipe, but we do it right. We stir it in the ice. We're not making any of the common mistakes. It's just your basic old fashioned. We're gonna put it on a piece of large format ice and stamp it. It's kind of a nice little touch.
Oh, that is a beautiful touch.
So Courtney's doing this right now. She's just added the syrup. Probably gonna give it a few spins.
And again, I keep going back to the attention to detail. I mean, you are so detail oriented, and it's number one important with food, but especially, man, with craft cocktails, you have to have those details. You can't just put overly sugary, simple syrup and things all the time. Like every little detail in here comes together and works perfectly.
Yes. Some of these traditional recipes, I mean, they've stuck around so long for a reason, right? It's because they're good and they're well made.
And I got to imagine something you said a moment ago. Sometimes you stay open until 2 a.m. on the weekends. That has to be something that is incredibly unique in a town like Cornelius.
It is, but things have been changing rapidly in this area for a long time, and there's a bigger demand now for things to do late night. There is a huge industry crowd up here that work in other restaurants and bars that are looking for places to go. It's actually not just on the weekends. 7 days a week, we stay open till 2 a.m.
You do? 7 days?
Yes. We serve full menu till 2 a.m. 7 days a week. We really take care of our industry people, and they take care of us. They often come multiple nights a week when they get off work. They're looking for something better than a drive-through at 1 in the morning or 11 when they get off work. And the idea that they can get a well-made cocktail or a beer is also an added value for them when they get off work.
And that's exactly, service center is what I was thinking. This is a place where they can come and unwind when they close.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. And that does, man, that stamp on there, it's like South Beach in Cornelius. It just, again, there's little touches and those little details.
We love it.
I'm a big fan of the old fashioned.
Wait till you try this one.
Oh my goodness, I'm finishing this.
Simple, right?
This is excellent. Man, these are great. But what's this social fish all about, man?
The social fish is something we consider our signature drink here at Cool Fish. One special thing about it is it's made with Social House vodka, which is distilled right here in North Carolina.
Keeping it local.
We love that. It's one of the first drinks we introduced when we first opened, and it's never left the menu. It's on the menu all the time. It's fantastic. It's made with blueberries, some wonderful liqueurs in there.
Beautiful
lemongrass syrup that we make fresh. You need to try it.
So what do you think is the play? Do I like put the blueberries in the drink? Do I
Well, that's kind of what's fun. You can just kind of do what you want. Me personally, I usually eat a couple and then get into the drink.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I feel so fancy. Oh, that's dangerous.
That is a cocktail that anyone can enjoy.
Anyone, that is danger. I'm gonna be real social after a couple of these, brother.
Oh,
real
good.
social. That's a fact. Well, I know we had some sushi, but I think I'm gonna need to get a little bit more food in my belly. Man, I'd love to hear more about your community impact and what you guys are doing there. But In addition to sushi, what else are you guys known for? What do you like to do here? What's some of the food we need to try?
Well, I definitely have a whole menu of hot items that are not sushi. Most of it's inspired, I would say, like kind of the Pacific Rim. We have all types of sort of Asian influences, also some Baja area influences. I think you should try our Asian chicken bowl. It's a wonderful jalapeno lime crema sauce that we make in-house.
Yes.
Some sweet peppers, mushrooms. It's a fantastic dish. We might get you on some shrimp skewers. We got some U10 shrimp skewers that we marinate. We barbecue on the grill. They're fantastic. Let's see what we can get into. We'll find something.
All right, time to get social. But listen, the party just keeps getting bigger. We got Chef Doza here with us now, man.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for joining us, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
I just want you to know I have intentionally had these bowls turned this way. I know you can't see what's in them, and that is by design. Let's start here with the big reveal. Chef, tell them what's going on right here, my
This is our
friend.
Asian chicken bowl. This is one of our top sellers on the hot side of the food item here. There's 3 steps into almost everything that we do here. We got our produce, our meats, and then the vegetables. With starting off with the meat, we start with our chicken. We aerate it. Then we're marinating with buttermilk, sriracha, and some extra seasonings in there for around 24 or 48 hours before it's getting nice grilled. Cut it. Just make sure you can see the fat on there. It's a good piece of chicken. And then with our vegetables, we got white bell pepper mush. Oh my!
You got mushrooms in there, right?
Yes,
the
sir,
button
yes, sir.
mushrooms?
We got the white button mushrooms
That's what I
that we quarter
thought.
off and turn it quarter off, and then we have our sweet bell pepper mushrooms that we fire roast for a little bit before we cook to order. We cut them off into about 1/4-inch slices, and we cook it all together. Get a nice little saute into it, and then we add our jalapeno aioli, which is jalapenos, lime, cilantro, garlic.
That's what that is.
Yes, sir. That's
Man,
our
so
sauce.
listen, they were preparing this in
That's
the back.
everything.
Yeah.
It is. So they were preparing in the back, and I was walking to the back of the kitchen because I knew you were working on this. I was just going to go check in.
Yeah.
Brother, I opened that kitchen door. I could smell it.
Yes,
it was
sir.
permeating, man.
Yeah.
That sauce.
It's all the
I
fresh
can't wait to
ingredients.
try it.
Oh, go for it. Tell me what you think.
This is what a jalapeno
Aioli.
aioli?
Sure.
So I'm just going to.
Jalapeno crema aioli. They're around the same thing, same steps.
Oh, man.
Got a lot of citrus, a lot of lime notes in there with the jalapeno.
Chef.
Oh, there's the kick.
Yes, sir.
There's the kick. There it is. Woo.
You know, if you ever come in and you want to try the jalapeno or the Asian chicken bowl, and it's a little too spicy, we do substitute it with a lime crema, which for people that can't handle spice, but it's also a very good option, or even mix them together.
It's delicious,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
And you know what else on here? What is the secret sneaky star? Is the char on that chicken.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
That nice grill mark, that char is incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then over here we got some more
Yep.
fresh seafood with the poke bowl.
Yep. This is our Hawaiian poke bowl. Now going back over to the sushi side, the cold side of things. We got tuna that we marinate. Most of our dishes here are gluten-free. We try to accommodate for everyone out here. Then it has pineapple sauce that we're making fresh daily, a little ginger avocado, and then a seaweed salad. You get a real, all different unique flavors in it. Every single bite is going to be something a little bit different, something fresh.
Chef, I think you might be one of the most Instagrammable chefs in the city, brother.
Thank you,
This
thank
looks
you.
beautiful. Now, Alex, how do you do? Do you mix it up a little bit? How do you like to do this when you're
It's
doing
for
the
every
poke bowl?
person. Me personally, I like the different flavors. They're compartmentalized. We kind of have the same thing going on with our ramen bowls, so I don't like to mix them up.
Oh, okay.
I like to just kind of pick and choose.
Pick a little
and
bit, some a little
Get
seaweed
a couple
here.
different combinations, going on.
And can I tell you something? These giant chunks of tuna are incredible. And we saw Mona back there cutting those earlier, man. We got some great shots of her back
Fresh
there
fish.
showing off those knife skills. Man. I know I keep mentioning this, but detail and freshness
Yep.
seem to be what you guys are all about. And I'm thinking, in a place like Cornelius, a wonderful community like this, what a special place this has to be. I can't imagine there's anything else like this in town.
Cornelius really is a fantastic community to be in. It's a fun place to do food and fun. The whole greater area of Charlotte-Mecklenburg has really been making leaps and bounds when it comes to just food and activities and just general culture, like all over the place. The great thing about Cornelius is we're 10 miles north of the city. We have professional sports, all kinds of really cool things going on. But up here, we're right next to Lake Norman. It's a massive lake, a lot going on. We're in the middle of, NASCAR right up here. We're close to Race City. So there's a lot of really cool things going on in the area, a lot of interesting people. And we're just trying to add, some of the color of the landscape. We're trying to offer some good food, a good place to spend your time with other members of your community.
And a lot of arts are starting to pop up here.
That's right. The Kane Arts Center just opened in January. That's been a long time coming. I think it's about a 450 person performing arts theater. It's right across the street here. Doing multiple shows every week. A lot of neat things are going on in this area. We have art galleries, weekend festivals. We just had our second Friday here that's put on by OTC. They bring in some food trucks and a stage, some entertainment. Cool Fish is actually a sponsor on that event. And again, it's part of us wanting to really embrace this community, be part of it.
Yeah.
They make up part of our culture at this point. We're almost 4 years old, and that's really what it feels like. We do belong to this community.
That's a great way to put it. Couldn't have said it any better myself. And you know what? How fitting is it that the Art Center is right across the street? Can you imagine coming to a show, you come here for dinner first, you go check out a show, come here for a couple cocktails after, since they're open until 2 a.m. and have DJs spinning over there. Like, this is the spot, man.
Yes, and a pro tip, often the performers from these shows end up over at Cool Fish after the show.
Oh, this is where the cool kids come, the Cool Fish, right? Okay, these have been staring me in the face, man. What is going on with the shrimp over here?
These are U10 shrimp skewers. They are one of our most delicate and time-consuming, and you got to pay attention to dishes, because if this dish is not right, I don't want to say it's a staple, but it's important that we get this perfect. It is marinated for around 24 or 48 hours. Once again, they're only good for that 1 day of service. So if we don't sell them, then we're tossing them, because we want to give you guys the best product. We want to give you guys the freshest product. It's a little mix of sweet chili, lime, lemongrass. You got a bunch of different flavors, a bunch of different herbs and components into there. It's just a very light and refreshing dish with our U10 shrimp. Some of the biggest shrimp you can get. I mean, you eat with your eyes, and that's beautiful.
And that's the thing too, but with the U10s, that basically means in a pound, you're going to get 10 or less, right?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Let's talk about what U10 is.
Yes.
Not everyone knows what that is.
Lay it out.
I've always had a hard time saying jumbo colossal shrimp. It's such a weird oxymoron, but basically you're averaging about 10 shrimp per pound. So it's a grading classification. That's about as big as they come, and we love them.
These, I mean, this eats like, I feel like I'm eating a lobster tail right now, man. And I gotta tell you, that marinade is dynamite. I see what you mean, though. You want to get it right in the pocket, just right. You don't want it to overdo it, right?
No, it almost kind of turns into a ceviche and gets a little rubbier. But then if you don't marinate it long enough, then you're missing out on that flavor. Yeah.
And you know what else, man? And you guys have done this with several dishes now. The way that you utilize that char griller, once again, the char on this, because what happens is that marinade, you put it on that char griller, and all that sauce, that marinade caramelizes.
Yes, it does.
And it really brings out the flavor in that shrimp. I gotta tell you, man, you guys have given us a 5-star experience today.
Thank you.
From the ambiance to the food to the energy that you guys are bringing here in town, I can't thank you enough for having us out here, my friend.
Stick around, DJ's starting up soon.
Uh-oh! Man, Cornelius is so lucky to have a spot like this. This is where all the cool kids hang out. Fresh food all day long, great sushi, and an awesome vibe here at Cool Fish.